Good morning to you guys. This is this week's thoughts from a tree. We're in a new tree today. I've kind of ventured a little bit, found a new tree. It was a bit harder climbing, a bit more of a struggle to get up. This is where we are, kind of hanging around down here. So this week, what is the tree thinking about this week? So first thing is kind of talking a little bit and just a little brief thing on kind of fears and just doing things out of the ordinary, things that challenge you. So something I would like to share is that I have a weird, quite kind of fear of heights. Even though I climb trees, I climb. I don't know what it is. It just kind of, I don't know. It gets me going a bit when I do it though. So it's a nice feeling. It kind of gets the heart going, puts a bit of fear, and then I get comfy once I know I'm all right in the tree. So yeah, kind of the first little thing is kind of look into those fears and how can you work with your fears and make them into something positive and beneficial. So that's just a quick little note on how I just felt like 5 minutes ago. Then the main thing I want to talk about is excuses, but excuses in a positive way. Kind of almost the title of this will be an excuse to move. So kind of looking at pain or kind of that stiffness, tightness, what you're feeling in your body. That is an excuse to move. So rather than it being an excuse to not move, an excuse to stay inside, an excuse to kind of look after your pain or your stiffness, what you really want to be looking towards is, well, that stiffness and that pain is your body kind of just shouting at you, telling you the signals of it needs to move, it needs to get moving to kind of release the pain and get the blood flow going. Even if it's just kind of jumping up and down and moving around and shaking your body a bit. It's just simple things like that, just to get your blood flowing, your body moving, all the different systems in your body working together and just getting some movement in there. So that was kind of following on from last week's main message being about movement and the little game about going around the house, labelling the rooms into what kind of type of movement you get around. These are all good things to just get your body moving and just stay away from those awkward pain feelings. But I suppose it could be taken more than that, out of the way of just kind of the physicality and the movement is if pain and stiffness is your body's way of saying, listen, we need to either change our movement or move more, then looking at different other signals that the body's sending you. So it might be a feeling of anger or a feeling of anxiety or kind of this, frustration maybe. Like what are these feelings telling you? What are they asking you to do? Because they're all natural feelings. They're all feelings that the human body has evolved to have, and whether sometimes they are useful or not. But it could be that anxiety is telling you we need to go and do something, or it might be as simple as it's just saying, that anger or that frustration is just a simple way of saying, listen, you just need to breathe. Like, think about your breathing, not just kind of like, I'm human, I've been living long enough, I can breathe. Because if you stop to check yourself, how many times do you hold your breath in a day without thinking about it? Or do you kind of just breathe, kind of pant style breathing when you don't need to? And just to kind of re-engage that control of breathing can do you a whole lot of good. So that's the tree's thoughts. It's a good one to come from the tree because the tree gives us a lot of that lovely oxygen that we want to breathe in. And also it wants that carbon dioxide that we need to breathe out. So those big inward breaths, and those big long outward breaths. And just finding an excuse to move. I will leave you with that. I hope you like my new tree. It's covered in frost. As it is, what is it, -4 or something? It is around here anyway. So have a good weekend, have a good week. I'll see you next week. And yeah, get out and move. Every time you feel stiff or pain, just try and move out of that and take that to your emotional self as well.